Today, we are from Group 10. We'll identify unethical business practice against consumer in accordance with Islam. First of all, a consumer is a person or group of individuals who are the end user of goods and services, which is someone who pays to consumer goods and services produced. So, in order to entice the consumer to use the products, the business or corporation employs all tools and adhere to them, such as advertisements, news, and varied items, and other methods the business employ to entice the consumers. However, unethical economic practice against consumer are prohibited by Islam, such as adulterations, fake products, duplicates, harmful goods, and fake advertising. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so basically adulteration is the practice of adding inferior or harmful substances to food, cosmetic, pharmaceutical, fuel or other products. The intent is to increase the quantity or profit, or to make the product appear better than it is. There are many different types of adulterants and they can be added to products in a variety of ways. Some common adulterants include water. Water is the common adulterant and it is often used to dilute food or cosmetics. Next, sugar. Sugar is another common adulterant and it is often used to sweeten food and cosmetics. From Islamic view, adulterant is an unethical action. There are many dalil in Islam about the prohibition of adulterants. This is clear when mentioned in the hadith narrated in Sahih Muslim. The Prophet ﷺ said, one who gives us adulterated goods is not from us. Sahih Muslim. This dalil made it clear that adulteration is a serious sin in Islam. It is a form of injustice and fraud, and it can have harmful consequences for both the individual and society.
Fake product means the product which bears with another damn product or claim that ingredients that are used in the product but actually not. Selling the fake product is another unethical practice widely practiced by our business people. For example, the fake product like fake wasabi. The wasabi is made from their plants called Wasabia jongapica that is so effective. But in the market, the fake wasabi was produced and sold in many with cheap price. Most fake wasabi is made from blend of the horseradish, mustard flour, cornstarch, and green fruit toppings. Another fake product is like supplement that claims the user can be white or slim when eating the supplement. Actually, the supplement is only common vitamin and don't have any benefit and effect.
Sure, in Islam practice, spurious products are considered as unethical practice and haram or forbidden. This is because they are often made with counterfeit ingredients or processes, and they can be harmful to consumers. There are a number of ways that spurious products can be harmful to consumers. For example, they may contain harmful chemicals or ingredients that can cause health problems. They may also be made with substandard material that can break down or malfunction, posing a safety hazard. Islam raised the value of honesty specifically to traders by raising their dignity. This is clear when mentioned in the hadith narrated from Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radhiyallahu anhu. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "At-tajiru suduq al-amin ma'an nabi wa siddiqina wa syuhada," meaning honest and trustworthy traders will be together with Prophet, Siddiqin and martyrs.
To talk about duplicates. A product that occurs more than once in the same place is considered a duplicate. Despite being different items, they share the same information. Knowing what to do when you come across a duplicate product is crucial since it might lead to incorrect sales and inventory histories. So the next one, the simple fact is that a product will be considered as a duplicate or fake whenever it does not meet the quality criteria. Let's say you have some decorations, everything about it appears to be in order, and for the price it would be an outstanding purchase. However, the end product may not have been made with the necessary standard of raw materials. The cushions, fabric, paint and shine may not be the same caliber as the component used by a reputable manufacturer. it wouldn't take long before the inferior material started to appear. An authentic piece of furniture, on the other hand, has antibacterial qualities, which is waterproof and fire resistant. Protected from termites and borers and offers longer longevity, any authentic product may be relied upon since it provides lifespan, performance and safety.
In an Islamic perspective, selling duplicate goods is unethical because the customer is unaware that there are copies of the original, and neither nor the person who purchases them are aware that they are actually copies. However, selling duplicate goods is not prohibited, and their use is permitted so long as it does not violate Sharia. Therefore, in Quran said, Surah Ar-Rahman verse 9, A'udzubillahi minasyaitanirrajim, wa aqimul wazna bil qisti wa la tukhsirul mizan, and observe the weight with equity and do not make the balance deficient.
Number 28872. So we're gonna talk about harmful good. Harmful good are the products that have been proven to be hazardous to one health, developed and sold solely for personal gain. This is a problem limited to our country. It is increasingly frequently used, especially in wealthy countries. Example, fiberglass is man-made material used in many products in home and workplace. It is found in insulation, furnace, filter, appliance, car, airplanes, and roofing materials. Contact with fiberglass irritates the skin, eyes, nose, and throat. High level of exposure to airborne fiberglass may aggravate asthma or bronchitis. There are no specific medical tests to show whether you are being exposed to fiberglass. From Islamic practice, this harmful good is unethical practice. In Islam, we must eliminate the harm and the dangerous thing. This is based on the word of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, la darara wa la dirara. This means there is no harm and there is no retaliatory harms. This meaning we should avoid the harm thing.
So we move to the last point, which is fake advertisement. Fake advertisement includes false or misleading information, promote harmful product or engage in deceptive practice. Then it will be considered illegal and contrary to Islamic principle. For example, when we see chicken from business A advertised, the chicken seems enormous, delicious, juicy, and also look like crispy. But when we buy it, it is not as advertised. The reality is that the chicken is tiny, tastes bad, and also not juicy, even crispy. From an Islamic point of view, this fake advertisement is an unethical practice because Islamic teaching emphasizes the importance of honesty, fairness, and transparency in business transactions. Advertising should be conducted in manner that uphold principle and respect the right of consumer. It should be provide accurate information about the product or services, avoid exaggeration of false claim, and also not manipulate consumer into making purchase. So there is a verse that clearly Allah shows and wrote and condemn to those who do fraud in the business. In Surah Al-Mutaffifin, sentence 83 to 1, A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim, wailul lil mutaffifin, and the mean that woe to those that deal in fraud.
So we have achieved for the last part for our presentation. In conclusion, unethical business practices against consumer can significantly impact individuals and society as a whole. Practices such as adulteration, spurious product, duplicates, injurious products, and deceptive advertisement. Islam teaches its followers to always act justly and avoid performing immoral acts that might harm the users during mu'amalat. Hence, these unethical practices should never occur. Proactive and effective measures must be taken by each party so that unethical actions against users do not occur, and Islam emphasizes that everything done must be guided by Islamic practices and value so that every act is rewarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Overall, unethical business practices against consumers are strongly condemned in Islamic teachings. Islamic principles encourage fair, just, and honest dealings in all aspects of business, with a focus on protecting the rights and well-being of consumers as explained in the hadith narrated by Tirmidhi and Ibn Majah. Inna tujara yab'asuna yawmal qiyamati fujjaran illa manittaqallah wa barra wa sadaq, meaning, indeed the traders will be resurrected on the day of resurrection as fajr or evil people, except the traders who fear Allah, do good, and act honestly. Hadith riwayat Tirmizi number 1210 and Ibn Majah number 2146. So that's all for our group. Thank you.